Hello, hello, alert! I forgot to unmute myself. Live now, get your birds here. Bird game time. Hello. Thank you, Aki, for telling me. I forgot. Oopsie. But streaming for the second day in a row. Couldn't be me. Actually sticking to the schedule. Incredible. Bird time. I added the boss sprite to the game just to kind of see like the proportions and stuff, see if they look right. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it's I went a little bit more monkey than I thought I was going to. Like the original designs were more upright. Yeah, they were more like these were legs, but I thought I could do more of a like chompy frog tadpole situation. So this is what the boss is looking like, but today we're not doing the boss. We're gonna actually make some levels, which is arguably one of the more important things to do. I didn't update the, like I didn't apply the overrides for the particles we did yesterday, but I did add a little bit more of them to the other scene. Let me just open this real quick. And I'll show you the particles for the other one. I think the tornado looks surprisingly good. So yeah, we have the stars we made. The grounded attack looks a little better. I messed with the colors a little bit. I think this is better. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but I think it looks pretty good. Let me turn on my cheats so I can use my move over and over again. That's what the tornado looks like. I think I really like the tornado. I think the actual clap animation needs a little bit work, but I do think this is better overall. Hi Tixmere, I see you in the Twitch chat. Making bird level today. Just going over what we did last time. I forgot to notify everyone in Discord. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oopsie. All over the place today. I was muted and I forgot to announce. There we go. Good reminder. You didn't get the notification. Yeah, that's my fault. Okay, I've only been live for like a minute. And there's the YouTube if you want to go back and put it on like 1.5 times speed. But you didn't miss anything. Just going over the particles that we did the other day. I think they're looking okay. Yeah, like I said, the colors can probably be adjusted a little bit. But pretty good. I like. Actually, the timing on that attack 1 seems a little off. Maybe it's the time of the stun, how it pauses while it's small. When will there be another vid? The 20th of every month. I did one on the 5th, but I think once a month is gonna be my goal, because that way I can focus a lot more on actually getting things done. Because the video takes a fair amount of time. So I think after this week I'm gonna start working on the video. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna jump right into the level building. So right now, this is what it looks like. Just zoom out. This is all we have. It's just like a little divot. And then it goes straight, and then I have like the scene loading stuff. This is the boundary. So my first goal with this is I need to stretch this out a little bit. So the nest is going to be like a crater of ashes. Like this is where the bird will respawn, and it's kind of implied that, you know, there has been many times it has died there. So is this the right one? Why do I have so many options here? Oh, that's because Area 1 is loaded. Let me unload this. Main tile map. This is the test palette. We'll go to the main one. Actually, no, let's start with the ashes one. Okay. And for the beginning, I want to keep the jumps like... Wait, why is that? Oh, I didn't save my changes to the Twitch title. Okay, it should be fixed now. oopsie again. Many oopsies, but we're moving. I think the like 3 block jumps feel pretty good. Some of these are like 4 and 5, so I want to lower these a little bit. But I do want it to feel like there are a bunch of craters here, and I don't mind this area being kind of not easy to traverse because you're not supposed to go that way anyways. So I basically want this hole to be longer. We'll start there. Okay. And this gets pretty steep, so we'll put some platforms and so. 3 tall. And then it will slowly start to get more steep. And then you'll have to like platform your way out. Hi Tatum in the YouTube chat. Not supposed to go there, but possible. And to the left, I hope there's secrets there. So what I am planning to do is have like platforms up here, and then like you can loop around to like an area here. But I'm not gonna put like a way to go right here. Okay, let me open this up. So like right now how it is it's just annoying to jump so much, and it's steep enough, and then you just hit a wall. So just kind of deter a little bit. Like you can kind of tell this is the wrong way, and there will probably be secrets and stuff in the game, but not at the very beginning going backwards. I think that's a little silly. Yeah, I think I definitely like the flatter terrain, and then it starts to get steep, and then I can add platforms over here. Oh, and hi Doolini. I don't know if I already said that, but hello, welcome to the stream. Making levels. Hopefully not bad ones. Right. Let me erase these. It would be so silly like Hollow Knight. Yep, exactly. It just feels weird to like right off the bat do that, and I also like one thing I don't like about those games is like you fear missing content, which I don't like that. It's like, oh, I gotta go every which way. I think generally giving a right direction is good, and then have like a secret be in the this feels like a secret spot kind of thing. Just started a game yourself. Any tips on starting? It depends on where you're at. If you've already like picked an engine and stuff, I think that's a great start. Well, tell me a bit about your vision. Like, whereabouts are you? Or are you just like in the idea phase? Because that's a great place to be. Sad for missing the last live video. That's fine. It's like I'm going to be live a lot more consistently, and the best way to get notified is in the Discord. If you're busy, that's also fine. Like, prioritize sleep and stuff over just popping by. I'm going to be doing boring stuff like making levels, and pretty much the broad strokes of what I'm doing is going to be in the video anyways, and it will be much shorter, chopped up, and easier to consume. So don't worry about missing the live streams, but I do appreciate you guys being here. Will I add more enemies to the beginning of the game? Probably, maybe one more. I want to come out with the demo like as soon as possible. Like I want to get people playing the game, and then I want to make some more stuff. So I'll give you a solid probably, but I'm not gonna promise that. Decided to go with Godot. I've heard a lot of good things about Godot. 2 main ideas: a cat game about exploring, and a second game, which is your dream game, which is a Metroidvania where you explore a lost kingdom as a small dragon. Have you ever made a game before? Or is this your first time? Because I think everyone has like that dream game that they always want to make, and Bird Game has like flavors of that, but I'm keeping my scope low and my expectations low. This is also like my first time making an actual game. But it's something that I can slowly build upon, and maybe one day it'll resemble the game I have in my head. But if you've never made an actual game before, I recommend doing a bunch of little small ones. The first thing I like to do is I like to make like an Atari game, like make Pong. Start with that. That'll give you a good idea on like what you can do in the engine and stuff like that. You've made a few, but nothing big. Yeah, that's kind of where I was right before Bird Game. So just make something. Make something that you can keep building on. Can you help make the third enemy mechanic? Maybe. I'm open to ideas. I might add a version of the Catacrab. But I kind of want to save it for another area, so maybe I'll put it in the demo in the first area, and then if I expand the game, I'll put it like where I think it should be. So maybe I'll make the Catacrab or something like that. Pong is a good start. Yeah, I like making Pong. I have like 4 different versions of Pong. Okay. Alright, back to levels. Let me just move the player pretty close to where I'm going to be doing the platforms, because I'm just going to like trial and error what kind of feels good. Let me go back to tiles. Let's see. There's something here. I don't want to make it too close here, because then it would be kind of annoying to get up. Throw one there. We'll throw some a little earlier, too. And there's something here. Is to make backgrounds. I am so bad at making backgrounds, and after all that, I just have like this, which is not great. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a lot more moss to the trees. I think that might help a little bit more detail, but that's something that I struggled with a lot too, is just getting the look. Like, I have it in my brain, but it's just so hard to make it actually happen. Art is tough. Slide platform here. And then this ledge, maybe? Another 1 or 2 more. Make it a little easier. I want that one lower. Just a little bit lower. The backbone looks good for now. Thanks. I think it's definitely something that you can just come back and make better. Like, I just got the parallax down, and I can always just edit the sprites. So that's kind of what I mean by doing things incrementally so you can build on it. If you have a lot of stuff that relies on other parts of the game, you're never going to finish it. Alright, let me see how this platforming works. I think some of these spaces might be a little tight. I might have to shave off some of the bottom of the platforms, but let's see. Wake up, Mr. Bird. Alright, so this is easy to do, especially with that. How does Bird Game start? So you are going to wake up in an area called the Nest, which is basically a giant crater / pile of ashes. And this will be like the place that you respawn. I'll probably put the respawn point like up here so you don't have to do like the beginning platforming. There is one encounter before you can actually get into the game. I'm not going to spoil that just yet, but it will incentivize you to climb, and it will kind of give the premise of the game. And the general vibe is you are a phoenix who has lost to Big Boss Man many times, as seen by all of the ashes in the nest. Kind of like an infinite loop. You keep coming back from the ashes, but the final boss is too strong, and you gotta go up and beat him. think these platforms feel pretty good. So if I only use my regular jump, can I do this? Yeah. You wake up in the abyss. Actually, yeah, that's a good, well, it is very similar to that. You wake up in the abyss, except instead of all of your dead siblings around you, it's just you and the corpses of your past selves. Which, yeah. How many levels? I'm planning for 3, and each one will have like a Metroidvania-ish style thing. What I might end up doing is make sections of the game and then have like a pseudo-random Metroidvania type thing, or roguelike thing. Thinking like how Hades has a different rooms. You just go to the next room and maybe there are like 4 of those and then a boss room, and then you get 4 of the next area and then another boss. That's the general structure I'm aiming at. Is the final boss going to be super challenging? I'm hoping to make all of the bosses pretty challenging, but I want the final boss to be especially cruel. More and more ashes as they keep respawning. Precisely. I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do that yet, but that is part of like the... Let me use my cheat here to kill the bird. Like when you die, I want to have like... I described it as like artifacts of your previous life. So if I respawn from the nest here, which I guess it's up here, these ashes will stay. So I want some version of that, but it's weird interacting with the tile set with that. Yeah, like right here, the original plan was to find the tile it died on and make it more ashy, which is why I'm getting this error, because I had some of that code in there. But that just seems weird and hard. But yeah. There will be something with the ashes building up as more tries go. I think these platforms feel okay. This one feels a little far. Let me just... Actually, can I move it? I think I can do it like this. Maybe I just get rid of this one. As a Dark Souls fan, that makes you happy? Good. It's definitely gonna feel a little Dark Souls-y. So you can either take the shorter path with like either a double jump or your super jump. These ones are slightly harder, or if you just hold straight, you can get your regular jumps in. And there you go. I think that seems pretty good for our beginning platforming section. And then I want a little bit more structure here. So let me... almost like a tunnel, maybe. Making it hard is the point, yeah. It'll be tough to get like the balance just right, because I'm probably going to be good at the game because I'm making it, obviously. And I don't want it to be too hard or too easy, so playtesting will definitely help me like cater the strength of the enemies and stuff. Let me see. So I want there to be a upper path here. Let's work on that. Is that too high? Move the player up here. How big is that? If you'd love to playtest, join. I think you might already be on the Discord. But announcements for playtesting will be in the Discord. I'm trying to get a demo done within like a month or 2. That's my goal at least. So hopefully soon I will have playtesting, and it will be open for everyone. I will credit playtesters as well, but if you will be to credit, I'm gonna ask for like just video of you doing it. You are in the server. Yeah, I thought I remember your name. I don't remember if you talked much, but just make sure the updates, or not the updates, the announcements channel has notifications on, because that's where it will be announced. As such, it's called the announcements. Okay, let's add a little texture here. Maybe some platforms. Or maybe this is like a way down. Mainly post your pixel. Actually, let me double check, because I watch or I read everything that I see. I'll probably recognize. Let me scroll up a little bit. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen all of your things. I gotta do more reactions and replies there. It's just kind of hard getting to everyone. Yeah, I like your bird. The only thing with the birds is when their legs are like 1 pixel thick, they get kind of annoying to animate. That's a problem I ran into my guy. The bird won't have all the abilities at the beginning, right? Some of them, yes, some of them, no. I think most of them it will have, and then like maybe you beat the first boss, and then you get the ability to respawn in the same spot. Because a lot of these abilities, my game's not going to be very long, so it feels kind of weird to have everything unlockable, unless I just make more space just for the sake of unlocking the abilities. I haven't really made up my mind on that yet, but some of them will definitely be locked behind bosses. The attacks probably not, but like the other ones, like the respawning mechanic probably will. Bird's legs are tough, yeah. I think the outline helps with that, though. No oh yeah, I saw the game over scene. He's chicken. Well, he would be cooked chicken because he is fire, but yeah. I gotta reply more. I know. Like, I think doing the reactions might be better because I like overthink all of my written replies. Like, I write them out 4 times. I'm like, maybe not that word. But I do need to get better at that. I might utilize the reactions a bit more. Okay. So in this hallway, what I want to do is I still need to make like an enemy spawner thing. I want to make an enemy spawn right here. I want it to be a butterfly. And I want it to fly faster than you and get eaten by a chompy. So I want to make this area kind of straight. I'll put some obstacles so it's not like you're going too fast. A water area that stops the abilities. Interesting. There might be, maybe not water, but like what I'm going to do is they're going to be like an air / sky level. Maybe they're like gusts of wind that make the fire attacks not work. Or something like that. It's a good idea. The direction of the game is going to be more vertical, so I don't know. Or maybe I can do like cloud waterfalls or something crazy like that. That could be interesting. Alright. So it'll get a little claustrophobic up here, and then we'll open up. There will be a butterfly. Let me just throw it in the scene just so I don't forget. Making sure it's in nest. Where's the butterfly? Butterfly. A butterfly right here. Right, time to fix the shooting. Yeah. If you run into any specific problems, I can try to help, but yeah. What happened last time? You can get close, but it's annoying for sure. One of the bosses can be an ice bird. There will be at least one boss that's a bird. So, like, I definitely could make an ice bird, or a bird that has ice attacks. I do have something in mind for the final boss, maybe like a side boss or an enemy. But I'm not really going for a fire and ice type vibe. I know a lot of like suggestions are like fire versus ice and water and stuff like that. It's not going to be as elemental as that. It's going to be more creatures. Aki has an error. Feels bad. I hate when you don't know where it's coming from. Cat boss. Interesting. Capo. That might be... It might be a little weird with the sizing of the game. I could make a cat-like creature. Yeah, this area is a forest, so it, like... I don't know. I think I can get creative and add some ice-themed stuff, because it wasn't intended, like, a big ice theme, ice versus water thing. But I'm starting to realize it's kind of expected when the main character is fire-based. Super MJ says, hey, what's up? Hello! I'm making bird game level. Pretty slowly. This is what we have so far, just the spawn. And for this first little encounter thing, where did the butterfly go? What? Where is it? It's not in the grid, is it? It's up here. I don't want it in persistent gameplay. I want it in here. Or maybe this one can persist, because I don't know if I want the spawning every time. Okay, I'll put this in persistent. I'll just label it as the first butterfly. Okay, I saw I was reading chat for a second. Okay, so let me get a Chompy in here. I don't know why I scrolled down, they're all up here. This one will definitely stay in the nest. Where'd he go? Over here. And I have a function to round this at runtime, so I'm just going to do my best at lining it up. It will round itself to be perfect later. Are you just building the level, or are you looking to go somewhere? I'm just making... Like, I have a couple, like, encounters in mind. Like, for this one, I want the butterfly to show up, and I want the Chompy to eat the butterfly. But, I gotta make a spawning thing. Isn't there a snapping feature? There is, but it works kind of weird with the grid. I don't feel like setting it up. But yeah, let me... This one. The grid snapping, yeah, right here. But like, it's just slightly off. So I need to adjust the size. It goes 0.25. Is it 125 maybe? Yeah, it's just like, I can get it slightly off. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I'd rather just line it up and then just have it round as soon as it spawns. No one will be able to tell. It takes 50 minutes for your Unity to open. That's unfortunate. I have a, like, how many years has it been? I got like an 8-year-old laptop or something like that. It does not like Unity at all. Luckily, I was able to get a desktop a couple years back, so I can actually run Unity and stuff, which is great. Is this the right height? Jump. Okay, that's great. You can set it to 1 pixel per unit. Is it in like player settings or something? I don't know. I think it's just something weird with the grid sizing. And it kind of already works already. I just need to add the little bit of code. Alright, let me offset this a little bit. This seems better. And then I gotta make the enemy spawner later, I already said that. But this is where the first butterfly will spawn. I think it would probably be possible to catch up to it. Here's this 10-years old and can still run Blender and Unity side by side. That's impressive. Mine, like, you can run stuff, but it will sound like an airplane. It's also a laptop, which is not ideal for running big software. I still use it for school and stuff, but it is like hooked up to the power cable like an IV, because sometimes it just dies. Should I make it so you can get up here? I think you already can, actually. Oh, very close. Speedrun skip? I think I'm okay with that. But like a first-time player might not be able to see that. I just will... I don't want them to miss the butterfly, though. Maybe I'll just bring the butterfly back more. The butterfly spawns like here. And make sure it can fly through. Okay, I'm gonna have to open this up a little bit. See if this will go through. The fire animation is too fast? Like the health bar one? I guess I could slow down the frame rate. I'll try it. That would be in the animator, though. Let's go... What is it? This one. Let's try... Let's go 20. Let's see what that looks like. Collectible or lore there? It's going to be an area that's like accessible right up here, but I don't want the player to miss this encounter, or at least be like interested in the butterfly. I think that made it slower. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'll put it to 24. Because I've seen a comment like that too on the flames being too fast. Is that any better? I can't really tell. I'd need to go back and see them side by side. Okay. And something like this. Actually, I still have pixel snapping on. Get that out of here. Or not pixel snapping, but the grid snapping. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Like, wait, no, come back. Because the bird really stands out against the background, too. You can't even see that ledge. I don't know if it's reachable now, still. And then chomp. And you go, ah! He ate the cute little butterfly. Hi, Frederico. I'm making bird game. It's game with bird. That's pretty much it. I'm doing level design today. This is what we got so far. Not much, but we're working on it. Okay, so after this little encounter, I want to make it so you can get up here. You see bird game. Bird tweet tweet. That's what the bird says, by the way. Leaked. Okay. I like these 3 block tall jumps in the tutorial section. And then I'll make this area. And then what I'm trying to do with this is make, like, you have a little bit of freedom on where you're going, but as soon as, like, you see what's up here, you can get right back to the path. So it's like, I'm going to put something maybe up here, and then you just have a shortcut back down to... Ooh. Please don't... Stop. Hello? Okay. You'll have a little shortcut back to, like, an area that you know. Okay. Does that jump feel good? This is the beginning of the game. These jumps need to be easy and feel clean. Not very difficult. Yeah, that should definitely be fine. Okay, let me increase the camera boundary so I can see better. Close this up. Camera boundaries. Let me just, like, get all the way up there. Yeah, double jump. So I don't know if I want to continue this way. Like, maybe I'll have this intersection a little bit higher up. I think that jump feels good because it forces you to use double jump for the first time in the game. Oh, jumpy. Yeah, maybe I make this required jump. So what I will do... I'll make a wall here. I gotta move the permanent respawn though. Is this the right one? I thought it was here. What's here? Oh, it is here. I think this is the wrong one though. I think this is the one in persistent is the permanent one. So I'll throw that in here for now so I don't lose it. And this will be a wall. I'll erase this part. Okay. So make this taller. And it'll get real steep. So yeah, in no way does it look intentional to go up there. But jumping on, maybe I make it so jumping here will make the jump easier? No. I'll just bring it closer though. A little closer. So it feels a little more pressing. I think it's decent. Yeah, this feels good. And this will be the first required double jump, so I will need to put like a little tooltip or something. Up here. And then, do these jumps feel okay? They're a little clunky. I'm gonna make it flatter. I don't think adding one more block will be too bad. I could add it to the bottom. Let's just test it. That makes it a little tougher. I want it to be one lower. Sent screenshots of the grid snap in Discord. Oh, yeah, that's great actually. Let me give that a look-see right here. Edit. Oh, so there's like an option in the upper. Oh, the dot dot dot. Okay. It doesn't give me. Why is it like that? Am I on the wrong one? I think so, actually. Can I deselect this grid, please? Is it a Unity version thing? Or this one? I think it's a Unity version thing. Because I'm on 2021.3. Maybe it's a newer feature. I'm a little confused still. Edit grid and snap settings. Is it? Oh, it's a window maybe? I see it. I know it's right here. I just don't see the settings. I hit the dot dot dot. Oh, okay. It doesn't because of how I'm showing it. I'll just 1 second. It's not showing like the option bars. Like I see it says grid visual XYZ plane. I hit dot 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 and I only get the reset option. I don't get the edit settings option. Let me... Okay, this should work. So this is what I'm seeing. I didn't realize it wasn't showing up on stream. Sorry about that. Okay, what was I doing? Grid snapping has been moved to scene overlays toolbars. You can toggle the visible. Oh, okay. For now, I'm just gonna keep working on the level. I will come back to that though. I'll write out a note so I don't forget. Your bad? No, it's fine. I was just a little confused. It's not your bad. The pixel snapping. It's not too important. Like I said, I have like one line of code that fixes that. So let me add a little bottom here. And then I want these to be only like 3 and a little longer, actually. Just want it to be nice and smooth, at least for the first few jumps. Okay, let's see how that feels. Super Mario Galaxy is the best music. have a couple extra tiles here that I forgot to erase. They are kind of hard to see. There's definitely more. Coding makes you want to cry. Me too. Just a little bit. I like it, but it's tough. Oh. Don't want to land on that step like that. Another little ledge. I think this one will also require a double jump. Okay. This looks okay. That'll lead up here, which should know where this goes. And if you accidentally fall in, it's not much of a climb. I'll keep a little ledge here just in case. The Zelda music told me, or heard me when I said Mario Galaxy has the best music, trying to prove me wrong. I want this to be a little bit higher. Go up. Jump into here. Yeah, maybe I go back to platforms for a little bit. Definitely want to cover the big hole though, so nobody accidentally falls through if they miss a jump. Have our first really tiny platform. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is great. I really like Tears of the Kingdom though. As far as the best Zelda game, there's a lot of good ones. And then I'll do like big, easy, flat platforms, I think. And, well, let me make like the goal part. Maybe here, and then you continue to the next section up here. You can only play... Oh, well. I have... Maybe you didn't know, but... You don't have to buy the games to play them. There are ways to get them. Not ethical ways, but you could. But you didn't hear it from me. Mysterious ways. Indeed. I don't think like these little mini step things might be a little annoying because if you don't double jump correctly, you'll get a little stuck and it feels bad. There's no evidence of you saying this. Well, I didn't say anything. I just said that there might be ways to do it. I don't know. I have no knowledge. Delete the VOD. No one can know. Tried the mysterious ways, didn't work. Then play Poke Rogue. No way Nintendo will come after that. Absolutely not. Fix Mirror is back. Hello. You might be the only one in the Twitch chat. I don't think anyone else is joined there. It's all just Tixmere. Okay. A little bit of progress. Let me give it a run through real quick. Let me bring my player back to before the platforms. Actually, I'll just go all the way back. I would not suggest robbing an old lady so you can get the Zelda game. That's just, it might be controversial, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, it takes mirrors alone. They're sad. You're not gonna blame it on me. You're not gonna rob an old lady and then blame it on me. Do not endorse. I don't care how controversial it is. Oh, there's an extra block here. Okay. This feels okay. And I like how you can see where you're meant to go. From the top. And you still don't have to double jump here. Could be good. I'll add a Chompy here or something, maybe. It does feel... Oh, there's another block here. Let me get those blocks. One here. Here, let me disable the background for now, actually. I think it'll be... That way I can see the missed pixels. Maybe this should be higher. Alright, perfect. You're just playing, yeah, I know. That's fine. Now just don't actually do it now. That will be good. Although Tears of the Kingdom is a really good game. If you were gonna rob somebody for any game, it's not a bad pick. But that's immoral. Unless. Okay. Is this jump easy? Where's the player? All the way back to the beginning. I forgot. Let's see how this jump feels. Because at this point, I am expecting that the player can actually double jump. Oh, the game looks so much worse without the background. Okay, this should be doable. Or should I enforce the glide being used here? Glide. You're a law-abiding citizen for now. You haven't committed any crimes yet. There's always time. I can't trust you. I'm not the one who brought it up. Okay. I don't know if I want to require like using the super jump. I don't think I do. Or the glide. To me, they're like optional movement abilities. I think as long as the double jump, you know how to use the double jump, you should be fine. But I will put some vines up here. And this seems like a good spot for a secret room. So let me move the player here. Let's see how far I can get. And then I'll add a secret room at the end. Okay. Like a collectible you can only reach with glide. I think this is a good spot for it. This is what I'm saying. Like maybe I'll put like this points in that direction. I'll put like a butterfly up here. Like maybe one platform this way. Go right here. Now let me just double check that I can actually make it there. And I can also have it in camera if you're at the top. Perfect. Now can I make it without glide? Probably not. Okay, yeah, so this will be like a glide exclusive area. This is not double jump required. I technically don't think this one is too. You just need enough momentum. But I don't think you can get it here. No, this one's double jump required. This one isn't though. This feels pretty good. Now I need to check if the camera can see the entrance from above. Yeah. You can kind of see it. But you can't see the bottom, so you can't really tell that it's the hidden area. Maybe what I do to make this a little longer. And I put vines in there, which 2, 3, 4, 5. So this needs to be that. I'll just copy and let me first save the scene. And let me go back to level 1. Do I have him in this? I don't. Test level. Am I going to add a challenge room where you need to complete the level fast? Well, it's going to be kind of... Well, maybe not the demo, but the end goal of the game is for it to be like a roguelike. So maybe if you get to like the second boss in X amount of time, there's like an unlockable there. But that seems like something I could add like later at some point. A solid maybe on that one. Did I get rid of them? Oh, this is the broken one. Okay, I guess we'll just have to add it manually again. Roguelite with pre-made levels? Yes, but it's gonna be like different rooms. Kind of like Hades. How you know, like in Hades, all of the levels are pre-made, but the order is kind of random. Or actually, I don't know for sure that the levels are random, but they feel random. You see that Hades 2 is in early access? I gotta get that game. Unfortunately, there are no old ladies near me. Alright, where are the vines that I'm looking for? Here they are. I gotta put this in the enemies folder. Or actually, just the chompy, the vines go in the environment. Let me duplicate this. And bring it up. I'll offset it a little bit. So, like, you'll be able to see the vines down here. So you know it's a place that you can go. Yeah, I think that's a good hint. So, hints for the secret area, we have, you can see the vines on the camera. And there's an extra platform here. What is that for? Big question mark. And you run over here and you're like, oh. Hiya. Hiya. Wait, why doesn't it die? Oh, it's because I changed the enemy script. So this needs to destroy the game object and deactivate the collider. Let me just override. Start is very similar every time, but the entire map is made of pre-made large rooms. Yeah, very similar to that. And I, like, what I do with the scene loading right now is, it's loaded asynchronously, but I'll have it, like, at the beginning, it'll have, like, a seed, and, it will kind of randomize which ones spawn at what time. Let me just double check that the vines work now, because the reason they didn't destroy is because I changed the enemy script to give me, like, the option to have it disappear when it dies. And I think the default is false for that. That's why I didn't leave. Hollow Knight room randomizer? Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. So what's my approach to making good levels? Just draw squares and see what sticks. I don't know if I've made a good level yet, but like for the secret room, for example, I'm trying to give hints that it's there, so it's not just something you have to look up. You can see it in you can see the vines in the camera. There's an extra platform here that's going in a direction with seemingly nothing. Maybe I'll put a butterfly or some other kind of enemy there as well. And for the beginning, at least, I want the jumps to feel really smooth. So what I've done is I've tried to limit, before the first required double jump, tried to limit myself to like these 3-block jumps because they feel real good. And because people will be new to the game when they're playing level 1, at least presumably, taking into account things like not giving them tons of different ways to go and making it not confusing is something I'm trying to do. But I'm not an expert. I don't know if these levels will end up good. That's for the playtesters to decide. Okay. I think we can start transitioning out of the ash tile set into the grass one. So let me go back to main tile map. Go to the grass one. Super Mario Galaxy. That's what this song is. Oh, this is the ending one, actually. Can you become a game tester? Absolutely. Just in the Discord, as long as you have I think it's the announcements channel. As long as you have that one with notifications on, I will let everyone know when I'm releasing a demo version. I'll probably announce it in a video as well. But yeah, Discord is definitely the way to guarantee it. And it will be open to everyone. I promise. Alright, let me flesh out the secret room a little bit, actually. We'll go back to the ash tile set. Go down a little bit. Right here. And then this will be a spot for like an item or something. But for now, do I put an enemy? No, I'll just leave it for now. And I don't think I need to do any shenanigans with the whatchamacallit, the camera here. Dead Cells and Rain World's OST is peak too. Dead Cells, well, it's not the vibe of the stream, but I definitely love the soundtrack. It's a great game. I think I got to 4 boss cells. I don't remember if I finished 5 or not, but that game's great. Not 100%ed it. Haven't 100%ed it, but I've definitely played a lot of Dead Cells. Rain Worlds I'm less familiar with, but I have heard of it. Okay, what is my next thing to do? Blackout curtains where some rooms are blacked out until entered. You mean like how the map works? Or like the lantern? Like you need an item to see? Some rooms are blacked out until entered. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what you mean like by that. Or do you mean like a fog of war type thing, where it's like all misty and then you enter it so you don't have all vision? Completing Dead Cells was torture? Yeah. Like, I want to just go run in, but you just have to play so patient and not take damage, which I don't know, I just haven't committed to finishing it yet. Or blackened out. Oh, yeah, like the random rooms. So what I'll do... The answer is yes. I have a different tile set for that. But this one is the first secret one. I don't think I need to do any shenanigans with the camera and stuff. That's kind of what I meant by that. By, like, deliberately hiding it. There will be places where, like, the camera cuts off the secret area, but you can see that there's a path there. And then when you go up there, then the camera pans and you see more. I don't know if I'll do like the disappearing overlay thing, but I will definitely have an overlay thing that kind of blocks the secret rooms from being seen. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let me make this transition to the other tile set. I'll go back to... Oh no, this is the same. This is Grass Main. There we go. Is that the end of the playlist? It was. Back to Wario City. Everyone loves Wario City. We'll do something like this, and then I will add the load and transition triggers here as well. Just make this more of a hallway. Alright, so I'll have the camera boundary end here. Oh, it already does. Perfect. Line that up almost. I'll adjust it a little bit though. Maybe right there. Palette. Make it like this. So it's clear that it keeps going. And then this, I want this to be a different palette, but I haven't made the palette yet. So for now, this will just be regular grass. Actually, no, this isn't the... what do I want to do? Let me think for a second. No, okay, I'll do the scene transition. Thank you, Licorice, for following on the Twitch. Tixmere, you have a friend now. Nobody was on the Twitch before. I'm multi-streaming, so I also have a YouTube chat open. Thank you for following, though. Alright, so this isn't going to be the bridge, but it will be a bridge, and this will be the first new area outside of the nest. So let me get the other camera boundary lined up so I can do the transition. Let's get that real close. Alright. Let me go back to the palette. And just make this area a little bit... have a little bit more after it. And I'll probably update the tile sets at a later time. Like, there is a spot that I need to make a completely new tile set for. That's kind of what I was referring to. I didn't know if I wanted it to be this spot. But I don't know. I think this area looks okay. Let me just make sure the camera works. Oh, Mario Kart's got some great music too. Mario Galaxy might have some competition. Okay. I definitely need to fill in the top. And I'll add like particles or something to show that you can keep moving here. But so far the camera stops, and when you go through, it goes like this. Okay. Does indeed work. Now let me add more tiles here. Just add a little texture to the ceiling, make it a little more interesting than just a square. I'll do that up here as well. Okay. Let's see how this is going. I feel like I gotta jump through the thing. And I don't like how that one block kind of stops me, so I might like inverse this kind of area just so I can jump through without bonking my head. And maybe I'll raise the ground a little bit. Okay. We go up to like a ledge. Maybe I add an area down here. Who knows? Do 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 do. And then we go to the transition. Okay. Oh, I'm realizing now. Can I control X this actually? I copy it? Because this is meant to be in the second scene. Let me get the other scene open. Hi Voktorka. This is hi bird. Bird indeed. Bird time. Area 1 is the scene I need to load. Can I just paste this in the main tile map? I can't. Okay, that sucks. So instead what I will do is something probably not the best idea. Did that work? I just tried to copy and paste it. I don't know where it went. That's not what I wanted. Where'd it go? Paste. There it is. Okay. And then what I do is I get a really big brush and I erase everything. Oh no. It's okay. I guess he doesn't want to chat. Shakespeare. Shakespeare's the only one in the Twitch chat. It's okay. Not everyone's a chatter. So where was the dog? It was like here-ish. I don't want brush, I want erase. There we go. We got rid of all this. And this is all because I forgot to make this next part in another scene. Bye-bye. Now, where is the camera boundary? It's up here, actually. Alright, right after the ledge. So I will go to Area 1 tile map, erase, pretty much up to the ledge. The phone number problem? Oh, no. Okay. I thought I disabled that. I definitely did not re-enable it. I will go check my settings. So, I guess the permissions... is it probably moderation? Okay, I'm looking at it right now. It says... Chat. Okay, so it's a different setting. Give me a second. Alright, where is the save button? Or does it just autosave? It's not autosave. Where's the save button? Okay. I made it so you don't need a phone to chat. I don't know if that'll fix it. I guess I'll know if I see another name. What was I up to? Where is my main tile map? Let me activate that again. And that... Yeah, that lines up perfectly. Because it's wrong. Wait, why are the sprites not... Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. I'm glad it worked. I am still kind of unfamiliar with the stream settings and stuff. Like by default, it has all the verification stuff on. But yeah, thank you for joining and following. I don't know why this keeps going like that. That's not supposed to be there. Let me erase that. Why are you here? Maybe if we just pretend it's not there. There's only one main tile map, which I can erase. There we go. I was in the wrong scene. Little confused, but okay. Okay. Up here. Okay. And then I'll use my super secret overlay tile map to fix the kind of borders and stuff. But I'll do that later. So if I go to... This should... Actually, no, I don't have... Let me just make sure it saves. And then I'll go back here. I need to move the boundary object. The scene load trigger. Actually, this one doesn't matter. It'll only matter for the third one. Whatever, this one doesn't matter. So go back to main menu. Both of them should spawn. Actually, it's not going to work until I get the third one. Yeah, but at least they do both spawn. Let me drag the player back and give it a quick run through. Player all the way to the beginning. Okay. Bird. I don't know how to use my double jump yet, so I'm only going to use my single jumps. Maybe I should make this ledge a little thicker. Only single jump. Uh-oh, is that an enemy? Ouchie. That hurted. Why is that going so fast? I thought I fixed that. Oh, Oh, okay. Yeah, I only changed it for the one animation. Do that in a second. How do I kill? It's dead now. Double jump? I didn't know I had that. Alright. Actually, is this doable without glide, but with double jump? Yeah, okay. I get a vine here. Oh, there's a vine below me, too. Let me go see what that's about. Whoa! There's another vine here. Yeah, just people mashing keys at the beginning to see what they do. Yeah, probably. But it's still probably good to, like, I'll only, like, guarantee stuff if I, like, lock it behind something. That doesn't really make sense. Like, I'll only assume the player knows how to double jump after they can't pass unless they double jump. It's probably an ability I get later. Goodbye. Don't say that. Licorice says collectibles wouldn't be a bad idea. There will definitely be collectibles. I'm still don't know what kind of currency there's going to be, but there will be currency at least. Maybe not in the demo, but yes, there will be collectibles, and that's the purpose of the secret room. But I don't have anything to put in it yet. But it is hinted at. I'm gonna go for it. This will be area. Oh wait, this guy's here. What does he do? Oh, he doesn't have a. Why doesn't he have a hitbox? Area 1. What the heck? How is he there? Is he in the nest? Where is the Chompy? It's gotta be in Area 1. How did he just show up there? Or not the Chompy, the shrub. Came down from the sky. No, is he in Area 2? He is in Area 2, okay. So why doesn't this guy have... Oh, he's an old one. Who doesn't have all the overrides, I'll just delete him. Yeah, so this load trigger loads Area 2. And I had an old shrub from that. That's what happened. Oh, takes me back. Okay, so let me build out... Let me remove this. Remove scene. Oh yeah, save and remove it. Area 1. Let me just remove the nest so I don't get confused. Okay. An enemy just falling off the screen. Maybe I have him like up here and he walks off. Okay, we'll approach more solid ground. Enemies are floating outside the map and get teleported in when spawning. Interesting. So they're all... So what I was gonna do is because that'll prevent like the lag from spiking. So everything's pre-instantiated. That's interesting. What I was planning on doing... Where's the nest? Where's the nest scene? No. Is I would have screens here, and then if the loading stutters at all, it'll happen while the camera is moving. So like, stuff would load in as this is happening. But I guess if everything's... I guess it depends on how big the areas are. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think that's something I'm gonna use right now. That's an interesting strategy to prevent, like, little stutters in the loading time. I should add post-processing. I probably will at some point, but the lighting and effects and stuff like that is probably going to be later in the development. Right now, my goal is just demo. I want to get this into your guys' hands so you can actually play it. So if it's not essential for the demo, it's lower on the list. Okay. Let me get rid of Nest. So I guess I want the general direction to be up. So I should start kind of building upwards. What about mobile? Am I going to port it? Probably not. I just think that there are too many buttons. It might not work well on mobile. And that's also not considering performance. I can try it. I'm not going to try too hard to force mobile to work. Should you add Unity to your CV in the skills section? If it is relevant to the internship you're going for, I'd say. I think the best thing to put would be like projects and stuff if you're trying to get like a software thing. But I also haven't had any work in like software game development industry at all. So I'm not the best person to ask, but I think any kind of relevant like project, personal stuff is perfectly fine to put on a resume. Especially if you don't have a lot of experience, because then it doesn't look as empty. Okay, let me start going up. To the sky, to the moon. Actually, maybe I make it double back. Just a little bit. And you go up here. Maybe I add a little bit more detailed, or not detailed, but change the shape of this one a little bit. Platforms, let me move the wall a little closer so it's more clear. And you'll probably end up going here again. Oh, Doolin, he's back. Welcome, welcome. You don't think pixel art will be a big performance hit? Could be good for beefy phones. It also, yes, you're right, like the graphics aren't going to be too intense, but just having a lot of sprites loaded, that's like, I will test it, but my main concern is the amount of buttons. There's like the attack button, there's some movement, which I could probably do with a joystick, but jump would be kind of weird with a joystick. There's a charge, and that will like change your attacks. There's got to be an interact key. Like, I don't know if it'll feel good on mobile. I'd have to simplify the game. But I'll give you like a soft maybe on porting to mobile. It's not the priority. Like effects, I can turn them off at the beginning too. Yeah, that's true. Like, it might be easier than I expect it to be. But I don't know. I'm just hesitant to promise anything. Solve the crash, the good old delete everything and try it another way. That is a great strategy. I've done that multiple times, especially for the movement script. My movement script is yucky, disgusting spaghetti code. But it works. So I'll never touch it again. But maybe I put an item or something here. But you're actually supposed to be going this way. I'll put an enemy there, actually. It will. Hollow Knight did it. Hollow Knight's on mobile? Is that real? Or am I misunderstanding what you're saying? Because if Hollow Knight did it, I can probably do it. Oh, it's a fan port. I mean, it shows it's possible. But it doesn't look like it's officially supported. You know, it's more of a scope thing than a burnout thing. I just this is like my first game I'm actually making, and if I add too many groceries to my list, the game will just never get done. I know Stardew Valley also has a mobile version, but they changed a lot. I think it's close to the console version, but it's kind of like Minecraft where you have Java and Bedrock, but Bedrock is just not easy to update. Like, you know, I know the most recent Stardew Valley update came out on PC first, and then he has to like adapt a lot of stuff for the other port. I don't know if that's in the scope of what I'm doing for my first game. Yeah, it's probably will be far off if I ever do it, but I do got to keep my scope in check. Yeah, like this is, you're right, this is a kind of a big project for like a first game, but it's something I feel like I can continue to build on. And right now my goal is just a demo, and then I'm going to make some other stuff. I'm going to learn how to make other kinds of games, then I'll come back to it, type of thing. Perhaps a little too ambitious, but we'll see. You make that? You can. Speedrun shortcut. Okay, I gotta change the... Now that I'm seeing the fire animation on the other ones, I can definitely tell that it was too fast. Pixmere, you were definitely right. Let me go change the frame rate of the other health animations. Is this one low? Basically just doubling the frame rate. Wait, why is that so fast? Why is this so fast? What did I do? Uh-oh. I think I went the wrong way. Super speed. Yeah, misclick, misclick. Wait, did I not save it? I didn't save it. You made some cute snails for a game. 2.5 years later, it's 10 biomes, 14 creatures, and a bunch. Yeah, that's definitely. But you don't have to call it done. Like, you can just continue adding to it, and that's what I'm aiming for with Bird Game. It's just something I can keep adding to. I do think that fire's a little better. Anyone play Brawl Stars? Which one is Brawl Stars? That's the mobile game, I think, right? No, I haven't played it. No. No, I almost feel like sampling rate of 10 would be better. Now it feels just a little bit too slow. While you're trying to spam game jams, you're tired of never finishing anything. I feel that 100%. That's why I'm doing like, I'm gonna do it in checkpoints. Like checkpoint 1 is get a demo, and then I will do more game jams, because it is very satisfying to just be like, I made this game, and then post it. And I've probably done like 3 game jams, not too many, but yeah, that's a great strategy. But I also like the checkpoint system, which is, well, so far, I'm trying it out with Bird Game. So just level 1 with a boss, and that's what the demo is going to be. It's not going to have any of the randomness, it's not going to have any of that. It's basically just going to be a raw platformer. You've done ones before. What was... last week was your first actual attempt? Well, did you finish it? I mean, that sounds promising. Just getting one done is great. My first game jam, I think I did the Brackies game jam, which is like a week long, and it took me, I forgot how long it took me. It took me a while, and it was not very good. It was a platformer. I actually reused some of the code for Bird Game. Came out really well. That's awesome. My games were not well received because they were very slapped together, and like doing the solo dev is hard because, you know, if you're not great at art or music, that is part of like the judging in a lot of game jams. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that your first game jam went well. There's already crab souls and now there's bird souls. Well, there was bug souls before that. I don't know. I don't think it's not exactly the same. Like, I think Hollow Knight is listed as like a Souls-like on Steam, but I don't really see it besides like the difficulty. But does like the difficulty determine the whole genre? I don't really know. Or like, I guess the return to the spot where you died in Hollow Knight, but I'm not even gonna have that in my game, so I don't really know what makes it a Souls-like besides like the vibe or the difficulty. I think it can be a hard game and not Souls-like though. You didn't figure out how to get the browser version working. That is a problem that I ran into on my first game jam as well. Luckily, I tried to do like a test build early because it was a week long, the Brackeys one. So I went to do a test build like a day or two in, and I realized I didn't know how to do the export settings. So I was able to dodge not exporting in time. No one wants to download it. Yeah, that's fair. Dark fantasy gloom game. You collect souls in the dead world with pseudo zombies. Clear inspiration. You cover your shade. It's implied, not told. Okay. Yeah, I guess my game might fall into that category too, but I think I might be a little more explicit with my lore. Might be through dialogue or just general interactions. It's also not going to be that complicated, but the vibe is definitely there. And there, yeah, there's definitely inspiration, but I don't really know where the lines and the genres are. Or maybe there aren't even clearly defined lines. I can definitely see it in Hollow Knight. And since my game is more inspired by Hollow Knight, a lot of that is going to trickle over. Yeah, I guess, yeah, difficulty isn't required for a Souls game, I guess. Maybe it's a vibe thing. You were working on art and you heard you don't suggest robbing an old lady. I think that's good advice. I think it's generally frowned upon unless Hades 2 comes out and you really want to get it. Okay. Back to levels. Let me add some enemies. The area 1's at a Chompy. Three-day ones are fun. Yeah, what I tried to do in the ones that I did is I tried to make like a full freaking game in a short amount of time. Instead, I should be targeting like an arcade kind of style, I think. Because all the games I've made feel incomplete. Is this even where I want the Chompy to be? Maybe not. Let me punish you for going into this little thing looking for loot. Because how dare you? That's about right. And then the script will round it. Duplicate. Have another one. Is it Y rotation? No. Unless it is. No, it's not. Z rotation. Alright, now there are some butterflies in here too. I think that's off. Just 1 pixel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It was off by 1 pixel. Bird game looking good. Very bird, very game. See the Chompy? Chompy's doing things. So this will be loaded as the nest is loaded. I ever made a shooter game, one, but I didn't add a sensitivity for a game jam. I didn't add a sensitivity setting, and my DPI is... I think my DPI is really low, so I had the sensitivity cranked up, and nobody could actually play it because it didn't work. Actually, let me... Do you want to see my Game Jam games? 1 second, I have to pull them up. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'll drop a link as well if you guys want to play them. Okay. Alright, that's the link to my itch.io. This is just a rock. This one, I copied some of the code for Bird Game on this one. Or I guess I should... no, okay. The first-person shooter is the most recent one that I did. But this is very platform. This is what my art was like, which is not very good. There are a surprising amount of features in this one. All of them were stolen from Hollow Knight. I got like the wall cling jump and a dash. Oh, you can see outside the level up here. There's also a shield and you can shoot rocks. I'll do a couple levels of just a rock. There we go. And you hit W to use the door. And you have to pop the balloons. Which they don't tell anyone, but they explode on if you hit them. Do you think the rock art is cool? What about these collisions though? I don't know if you can say this is cool. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. This was my first ever platformer. Much of the speedrun skip. Oh, I missed. Okay. Yeah, so that is just a rock. The collision, yeah. It's not great, but that was... I guess it could have been like my first game. I also made... Before I go to the other games, I have a website. I gotta make more games for it though. This is hazix.fun. I don't have a TikTok anymore, get rid of that. The stream is here. But I have a mini game that's like that one in Mario 64 DS. You gotta click on the faces. This is an updated version of it. It's when I tried to do a short. I'm like, everyone will love this. But I don't think the shorts came out too well. Yeah, just a little mini game. And then this is Flippin' Floppers. The theme for this one was like fish as a mechanic. Is the music coming through? Can't hear the music. That might be loud. Maybe I should mute this music. Oh, you did the mini jam? This one was a while ago. Did they reuse the theme, or did you also do a mini jam? Yeah, this is also the first song I ever made. And basically the concept is for this, the fish are flying, and you gotta move the bins. It was electricity. Oh yeah, okay, so it was a different theme. Electricity's a cool theme though. Link the game, I'll play it right now. So the different bins do different things. The brown one makes more fish spawn, so at the beginning you want to prioritize that. But then when they start coming, you just want the green one. Because the green one gives you money, which is the goal, and the blue one makes the next fish big. I think that's right. But then after a little bit it devolves into this, so it's not a great game. I think it's an interesting idea. Yeah, so that was my second game jam. The most recent one, you might not be able to play this. Maybe I need to update it. Oh, I forgot. It's not a browser one. You gotta download it. But anyways, it's a first-person shooter where every round, the number of enemies is determined by a roll of the die, which was the theme. Yeah, I don't feel like downloading it right now. I'm just like everyone else who won't download the game. Okay, let's go back to Bird Game. Yeah, so those are my old games. And I think it's definitely good to just get out there and make some game jam games. You can figure out what you want to do and what you're capable of in the engine. And this game is a bit longer of a project. I've just been kind of adding to it for a while. It's a cool theme. Yeah, I think it was a really cool theme. I think I took it too literally, though. If I were to do it again, I would be a little bit more creative, but for some reason, going into it, I was like, I want to make a 3D first-person shooter. So I kind of forced it. Hey, what's up there? Ouchie. Now I can't use my super jump. Okay. I gotta continue making this level. Let me think for a second. What's the vision? Because I've done this kind of winding road in the nest area. Do I want to open it up? You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this top thing. We're gonna platform upwards, because I think this is too similar to what I just made. Fresh. And just add some platforms. It's a decent shape, but I want to have a little bit more room. Something like this seems alright. And then, because this is the highest platform, kind of implied that you continue to the right. So maybe I make this a platforming area too. You continue to go up. Little opening here, maybe I'll throw in a chomp here too. A little ditch. I'll add a shrub in here. Maybe this will be a place where you get more currency. How old am I? I am 22. You probably could have guessed that since I'm listening to Super Mario Galaxy music, though. Okay. I don't know if I like how this looks. It must be kind of a dead end. That's fine. I'll add some kind of collectible thing here. Continue going up. In fact, I think I'll bias it a little bit to the left. Not that much. You thought I was older? I was thinking people would think the opposite. That's interesting. But yeah, only 22. Can't rent a car yet. But I can drink. Legally. I don't like this. I kind of want people to go up here. So maybe this one starts up here, and if you fall, you get attacked by the shrub. And I don't think people will be dying very early, especially because you have 3 hits and it recharges. So if you get scared, you can always just hide in a corner for a little bit. I don't need to be too shy about placing enemies. Doo-doo. How aerial do I want the platform to be? A fire corkscrew dash that maintains altitude could be fun. Like, so it could be like a fire version of the glide, maybe? An interesting idea. I don't think I'm going to add any more, like, moves in the demo. But maybe that can be a late game pickup or something. Yeah, the game will definitely be more air-focused in the later levels. In the beginning, in the forest, the idea is for it to feel kind of claustrophobic, and then it'll kind of open up later on. So let me increase the camera boundary so I can see where I'm going. Like the glide, but you don't drop. Yeah, so kind of like Sharp Shadow in Hollow Knight, where you just it like cancels the Y movement, so you don't fall at all and you just go straight across. So then you would need to hold the charge, the glide, and attack. But then it might be weird with doing the aerial attack while gliding. I'm sure I could figure out a way. Oh, that's interesting. I'll put it on the list, but it probably won't be in the demo, if I can even figure out how I want it to work. Okay. Okay, I kind of zoned out for a second, so let me go back to the bottom and actually think about how this platforming feels. Actually, you know what? I will play it in context of the previous level. Play all the way back. Get a little bit more momentum. I could use my double jump, but I don't want to. Okay. Not quite enough. I don't want it to be... Maybe I needed to add another platform there. I did want to make this a little different. Oh, this is where I copied and pasted to that one time. So what I'll probably do is I'll have the trees go up to here, and then on this transition I'll have another background thing that's more closer to the camera, and it will just be leaves and stuff going up. That way I don't have to make this repeat, which would look kind of weird with trees, because as I get to the top they get more branches. Yeah, that's just another asset I have to make, though, unfortunately. Why is this still here? Go away, please. Okay. That's a little better. And I did... Good ashes. Maybe I add another platform here. Oh, that's the wrong file set. I want this a little higher, actually. I think that'll feel a little better. You gotta go? That's perfectly fine. There will be a VOD. The Twitch VOD disappears, but forever there will be a VOD on YouTube. So if you feel like you missed anything, you can always watch that. Thank you for stopping by, though, Licorice. Do you want to add something like this to the top? Just to close everything in? That's a little too big. Alright. Let me just add some texture to the ceiling. Like some things jutting out from above. Get rid of these corners. They look a little weird. Very too many of them. And I can get away with doing that more on the ceiling, but if it's like the ground, having too many of these little steps is kind of annoying. Yeah, I carve into here a little bit. Okay. You know what I might do? Not that one. I don't think I'm gonna end up using that layer. What if I take these? Move them up here. And then I add this kind of dark blue background everywhere else, which this needs more detail, 100%. But this way it will feel like you're kind of climbing out of the ground onto the surface. This is meant to be like a giant crater that you wake up in. I just don't know where I want the tree line to be. Maybe up here. There's no land here, so I guess right here is probably the only spot. Yeah, I guess this makes sense. Just move this over. I don't know. I guess up here I could do. I don't know, I'll figure that out later. Background's not super important right now. Alright, I'm just gonna give it another run through, see how it feels. Anything I feel like I'm missing or want to add? Feels fine so far. What's that up there? I can't get up there. How sad. Okay, so this, I don't like being able to see. I feel like that was shorter. I guess it's not that long. But then there is a secret down there. This is where you learn how to use your attacks. Okay, this feels nice. Might get rid of that bump. Everything feels pretty intuitive. Then you get your first shrub here. Will the enemies drop something? Probably the currency. But again, it might be out of the scope of the demo. I think at some point I'm going to add an ability where if you defeat an enemy, it recharges some of your flame. So that could be like part of the incentive to kill enemies. Well, yeah, I guess I did make it, so I'll get more value from playtesters, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm getting lost, and every platform seems achievable, even with just like only using double jump when I need it. Might need to teach how to use glide at some point. Are the flames just the same as soul? They're the health bar and the resource. So they are pretty much like soul, but like using your attacks drain it. I don't know. Maybe that is too much like Hollow Knight. But then again, I don't know if I want to not add a specific mechanic just because it exists in another game. But also, if it's on kill, it's a little different, because just getting hits like replenishes soul, versus finishing the job giving you some flame. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe that could be like an item, where if you have an item, it recharges it. It's a bad reason to remove a feature. Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm thinking. Well, I guess it's not really something I have to worry about right now. I'll put it on the list, but again, out of the scope of the demo. So we put it on the list, and we forget about it until it's time to work on it. But yeah, this platforming feels pretty good. Let me add the fog back. The fog. And then I'll figure out something for the background. I have assets for the trees. I could make them repeat. I think what I'll end up doing is putting the trees higher up and finding something more interesting for a background than this. Maybe I adjust the tile set a little bit, add some more. Burn the enemy. Yeah, I don't like, maybe it'll... Maybe killing like a grass enemy or something starts a little fire, and then if you stand in it, you get some health back. Don't know. What if it recharged while you don't get hit, like the flames get put out from being hit? Identifies as more defensive. Flames. I think that's how it works right now. Where like your health slowly recharges. What do you mean, like when you get hit by an enemy? Yeah, I think what you're describing is how it already works. But I could be wrong. Just hazards. That's an option too. They don't have to have like this as like a core focus of the thing. Kind of like how the Cuphead platforming levels work. Where you just gotta get around them. And maybe there are little collectibles in each level. And that's like what you're actually getting. Not sure. For now there will be obstacles though. No currency or anything. Alright, I'm gonna add like I will start on, I think this is pretty decent for this area, and then I'll add more of a flat area that like some shops can be, or maybe I'll add it over the nest. Yeah, maybe I go left, or you can go either way. Not the right one selected. Kind of like the idea of something being over the nest. But first, what I want to do is I want to make this a little thicker, because I remember that's the wrong one. I misclicked. Okay. I didn't like seeing the sky through the level. I'll just add a little bit more here. Go back to brush. Enki's back. What's going on? Made a little progress. Not a ton though. You have a small gap between the tiles while moving. So, like the environment, a lot of progress. Well, I have a tile set that makes. I'm just drawing right now. So only while you're moving, the textures of the background. Like my immediate question would be checking like the grid size and making sure that the sprites are the right size. But if it's only while moving, that is a bit of a question mark. Could you send me a video in the Discord? I'll take a look, but it's kind of hard to diagnose without seeing something like why it's glitching. And then it's probably similar enough to my game to where I can just look at what I did and see what works. They're glitching. Interesting. Pixmere says they can't focus 100% on the stream right now. That's perfectly fine. You do your own stuff. I appreciate you having me on in the background. I know when I listen to / watch streams, I'm definitely a lot less active than you are, so you don't have to feel bad about not interacting. Inline the editor. Oh, so you're seeing this. It might be something to do with your canvas size then. So are you in free aspect? Maybe it's not free aspect. Fixed? Oh, okay, what was it? Because my guess would have been, yeah, like when you're in free aspect, sometimes it gets a little funky. Oh, fixed aspect. Oh, okay. Well, what's the size compared to the pixel art? Because if I were to do this, well, I'm not getting them actually. Why not? I should get extra pixels. It's fixed. Okay, so it's actually fixed now? What was the problem? Was it the sizing? Oh, my music is gone. Back to Wario City. Another loop on the playlist. That means it's probably might start wrapping up soon. Change from 16:9 to full HD. Yeah, okay, what's the sizing? Okay, well, great that you got that fixed. Praveen says hi, hello. I'm making bird game. This is what we've done so far today. I think this part I already had done, but all of this is new. This is gonna be like area 1.5-ish. Making some platforming levels. Barely made it. Okay. This feels pretty good. I don't know which direction I want to go up here, though. I guess we can go to the right. I do want to have something over the nest, but maybe that's something you can access from a different entrance. Like maybe this goes up to the right and you come back down. Looking nice, thank you. These tile sets need to be updated at some point, but right now I'm just trying to get a demo out. We're looking for completion, not perfection. Thank you, it's time to start on your levels. Yeah, I think I should have done... Well, actually, I did make some levels. So I guess maybe I did it in the right order. But I feel like I should have more levels done at this point with how many features I added. Which I don't know. Okay, so I think I want to go to the right. So maybe... I'd like a little bridge across, and you go up here. No. I'll just add another platform to the right. Godot 4. No, this is Unity. Unity version 2021.3. I am planning on doing a game jam in Godot at some point. There is one this week. I don't think I'll end up doing it. I want to focus on Bird Game. But I am interested in Godot. You have the stream on? I don't think that would affect the visuals of Unity, if that's what you're talking about. one this weekend is a week long. Wait, actually, I thought it was 3 days. Let me double check. I might be thinking of a different one. Un momento. I would like to check Game Jam time. Upcoming this month. Last 9 days, actually. That might be worth doing. Mainly for RPG 2D games, and you can do 3D as well. Yeah, I've seen a lot of good things about Godot, and of course Brackeys came back with and dropped an hour or something long tutorial. Okay, yeah, so it is 9 days. I might do it for a couple days. I'll watch the Brackeys video and kind of identify if I think I can make a decent game in a couple days, but I don't want to distract too much from Bird Game, because like I said, I do want to keep it, I do want to finish it eventually. You're trying to learn Godot right now. It's hard, it's not node-based. Oh, you're not used to node-based development. Oh, so is it visual scripting, or is it slightly different? Brackeys now makes tutorials on Godot. He came back because he wanted to make tutorials on Godot. I think there's only one right now, but he is back and tutorialing for Godot. Which, I don't want to say it's the only reason I'm considering it, because Godot has had a lot of, like, high praise from a lot of people. But that is one of the main reasons I'm considering Godot. Mario Kart has some bangers. Oh my gosh. And then we just go to Yoshi Galaxy. You use Ren'Py to make visual novels? I've never heard of that one, but I'm sure it's great. Would you try Unreal? I'll definitely try Unreal. I am planning to make a 3D game at some point. I'll probably, like right now, my general plan for learning new engines is I'm going to get the demo out for Bird Game, first and foremost, and then I'll spend like, you know, a couple months where I do some game jams, try out some different engines. I was going to do Brackeys Game Jam, which I think is in August, and that's when I was going to learn Godot. So that's kind of like my soft deadline. I'd like to make a Godot game for that. I want to make a 3D game, which I might choose Unreal for. I don't know how difficult blueprints are to learn, but it is kind of visual scripting, so it might be pretty easy to pick up. You set up Godot with C#, and it's easier to move between Unity and Godot. That sounds like a good idea. I don't know how specific the Godot programming language is, because I think it's a little custom, right? I could be wrong. And Ren'Py is specifically for visual novels. Okay, that makes sense why I haven't heard of it then. Because I have not made a visual novel. Blueprints are really easy once you get it. I'm happy to hear that, because if I can pick it up fast, I can probably make some cool stuff. I know Unreal has a lot more assets that you can just take. But I do think that leads to a lot of games feeling pretty similar. Like, a lot of games have the Fortnite run with the third-person thing and the same speed and stuff, and it just feels kind of samey. So I gotta be careful of that, but it is useful to have a lot of assets to choose from. Godot is similar to Unity. I mean, I imagine it has to be, right? I feel like all in-game engines kind of stem from the same place, but I'm not super knowledgeable. I've done like Scratch. I don't know if HTML Canvas counts as an engine, but it's kind of like that where like you have functions and stuff. Does it help? I'm a little confused what you mean, Anki. Are you like, does it help with productivity, or I'm a little confused what you're trying to say? So if you're getting distracted, feel free to close. Godot has less features. That's what I'm a little worried about, because the reason I chose Unity was there's just a lot of tutorials and like content out there for Unity. So that's what really drew me to this engine. And when I first looked at Godot, it just seemed like I'd be thrown out in the deep end with my first game and stuff. I feel like I would have quit a lot earlier if I started with Godot. But again, with Brachy's coming back, I'm a little more optimistic that there will be resources. Godot is the easiest for you to learn. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about Godot. I'm excited. I gotta start thinking about the game I want to make in there. If it helps my revenue. Right now I'm not monetized, but I really do appreciate the support. It does help the channel. Absolutely. Right now I'm trying to hit the watch time thing, because I have 1,000 subscribers. I just need to get more watch time and then I can get monetized, which I could make like another random video and I would probably hit it. Just because my most recent video did pretty good. But I do appreciate seeing people in the stream. With the algorithm, I think it does. Increase the watch time. Yeah, that's very thoughtful, thank you. But you are not obligated to. I do appreciate everyone being here, though. Godot's easy to download, love to hear that. Switching from objects to doing everything in nodes is annoying. That sounds like something Brachy's can help me with, though. I'm not too scared. Maybe I should be. We'll see. For now, I'm excited. I gotta watch that video, though. Then I can have a better idea of what I can learn fast. I think I'll probably go for like an arcade-style game. What am I trying to do right now? Okay, I'm trying to flatten this out and have an area where shops and stuff can be, or just like NPCs in general. Enforces better organization of scripts instead of doing a mega game object that does everything. Although you still can. Okay, that's an interesting change between Unity. Probably choose Godot, it's free. Yeah, I think if you were starting right now, there hasn't been a better time to get into Godot. And since it's open source, you don't have to worry about publicly traded company shenanigans like with Unity. Luckily, they didn't roll back the pricing stuff, but they made it so it doesn't work retroactively. So as long as the game is made on a previous Unity version, you are not subject to the pricing stuff. So that's definitely a good reason to use Godot. But also, like, if you're trying to get a job, I don't think a lot of big companies use Godot. So they're mostly Unreal, probably a bit of Unity as well. So if you're learning game development, like trying to do it professionally, I would probably suggest Unreal Engine. At least the companies that I know use that. But I don't know. Okay. Let me just draw. Do I want to switch scenes here? You're learning Godot because it supports transparent windows. That's interesting. Does Unity do that? I don't think Unity does that either. But green screening isn't a terrible solution. Just like one extra step. I don't know if learning a whole engine just for that one extra step is worth it. Is Bird Game my first project? It is my first real project. I've done some game jams and none of them are good. I linked them a little bit ago. I can probably add it to the description if you give me a second. My itch.io page. I have 3 games I made for game jams. I'm just getting back into making games, and Bird Game is what I'm working on right now. Your company uses in-neural engine, it's industry standard. Yeah, that's everyone I've talked to says that. So yeah, Unreal, if you are looking to do it professionally, I think that has the most credibility, at least professionally. Let me add itch.io to my description. Okay, I just saved it, so if you refresh, it's probably there. So if you want to see my previous games, none of them are good. And the most recent one is an FPS. I didn't add a sensitivity slider. So unless you have a low DPI, it will be a terrible experience. AAA and indie projects have different needs. I think that's true. I also think more indie games are going to get made. So there's a couple things that are happening. One, at least in the United States, non-competes are going away. They might not, because their companies are going to sue to try to prevent it. But that frees up a lot of developers who maybe got laid off to actually start their own indie companies, and maybe they won't be using the big engines and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing what some people who unfortunately lost their job are going to make. What was my point? Standard. Oh, Godot taking over the industry is what we're talking about. I think taking over the industry is a little much, yeah. But I'm excited to see more Godot games. I'm glad it's getting popular. Some pretty sick looking games with Godot. I'm actually, I guess I can Google it. What games are made in Godot? I know Unity has Rocket League, Hollow Knight, Cuphead, a bunch of cool stuff. Backpack Battles, I love Backpack Battles. It's the only one I recognize after a quick Google search. Backpack Battles is great. Baldur's Gate is technically indie. Are they? Do they self-publish? I know that's a huge freaking game. Backpack Battle devs hate you? Why? What'd you do? Backpack Battles is fun. I haven't really played it much since the demo. I really like the demo. I feel like they added so much on launch that they lost something with the game. Baldur's Gate 3 is self-published. That's great. I didn't know they were entirely independent. But you love to see it. You modded their game and they accused you of cheating. It feels bad. Not all devs are open to that, unfortunately. So it would help if they explicitly told you not to mod or anything. Godot for 2D indies? I think that's good. That's a good idea. Like if I were to start Bird Game today, I'd start in Godot. So they said it was okay, you asked, and then they still accused you of cheating? Huh? Can I explain what Bird Game is about, what my goal for it is? Okay. So I have a couple checkpoints that I am trying to hit. First checkpoint is just basic demo. So it's ideally going to be like the whole demo is a Mario castle level where like you do a platforming section, you get to a boss, you fight the boss, and then that's the level. That's going to be the demo. Hopefully afterwards, I will continue to develop it into a roguelike with multiple levels and kind of a pseudo-random path going up. The basic story is you are a baby phoenix that is trying to reach the sky. So that's how the continuity comes through with the roguelike. You just get reborn from the ashes every time, and you continue trying to reach the top, beat the game, that kind of thing. That's my general summary. Game to compare it to, it's going to be very Hollow Knight-esque. You know how it's mainly 2D platforming, focus on combat a little bit. That's kind of the plan. What I want to do is I want to get the demo out, try some game engines, make some more games, and maybe come back. Are there any enemies? Yes, there are. Let me quickly teleport to where they are. There are 2 main enemies right now, and 1 kind of neutral enemy. The first... Oh, that was not the right object. We drag the player up here. So this is a Chompy. It does exactly what the name implies. It pops out and it chomps. They are known for eating... Let me find the game object real quick. The butterflies, which just fly back and forth. There are butterflies in the game as well, and then the other enemy, if I can do my platforming correctly, is called the Wandering Shrub, which I think is 1 level higher. Is this little guy. So he goes to sleep. When you get close, he pops up, and he gets real mad and tries to bite you. Oh. There we go. That's the Chompy. The boss, I haven't finished yet, but if I go to this test level, I can show you what it looks like. I gotta reorganize my stuff. So this is what the first boss is gonna be. It's basically gonna be a juiced up Chompy. So that's the first boss. Right now I'm just getting the outline, or like the ground and stuff done for the levels. So I'm basically going from a low but fun game all the way higher and higher. Yeah, pretty much. I want to make something that I can continuously come back to and build on, because I want to make a big, interesting game, but I am worried about scope creep. I want to be able to, put a package on something and be like, this is done. I am free to move on or continue working. What's my camera size? So it changes. My reference resolution, which is like how many actual pixels I'm doing, is 180 by 320. The enemies are camouflaged? Yes. I think some of them might be a little more prominent. But yeah, at least these 2 are camouflaged. The vibe I'm going for is you're going into the unknown, spooky, magical forest where you have to, you gotta pay attention and make sure that you don't accidentally step into a trap. Or maybe your eyes are bad. It could also be the fog. Like the Chompy hides in a little hill, which might not be super visible. And the shrub is literally the same palette, but it's hard to see. That could be a note I make to make them more easier to see. So they are supposed to be hidden, but if you are having trouble seeing it, it could also be the size of the screen. Because this isn't full screen, I could do play maximize, and this might help. Yours is set to 7, but looks too big. What do you mean you set your size to 7? I thought you were talking about like a pixel ratio or something. A little unsure what you mean by that. At least make the bird be able to fly for 2 or 3 seconds if it eats a power-up. So I am considering adding extra jumps. And there is a glide ability, so you can slow your fall with the glide if you hold it. This is kind of like flying, and especially if you add more jumps. But again, that's probably beyond the scope of the demo. They would probably be maybe rewards for killing a boss or something like that. Do you have a color palette? Kind of. I started with one I found online. I've kind of been adding to it. I'm not really limiting myself on how many colors I can add, because again, my priority is finishing the game. I'm not going to be too picky about the style. Have I played Rain World? I've heard a lot of people in chat have mentioned that. I haven't. There's many kinds of enemies. Yeah, I gotta make a note of that too. I gotta look at Rain World. I've definitely heard it before. I might recognize it if I see it. Did I click mine? Are you talking about... What do you mean by size is 7? This scale thing doesn't matter. This is just how it looks. Right now mine's in full HD. Where do you want me to click? Display, no. What do you mean your sizes? Oh, you mean the grid? No, on the camera. Okay. Oh, the orthographic size. I don't think this matters. Because I use the Pixel Perfect camera. Wait, am I in... Oh no, this is canvas, not camera. This is my main camera. It's a little off screen, so I'll drag it over. Yeah, so I use the Pixel Perfect camera. Yeah, so like the orthographic size gets overridden by the Pixel Perfect camera, which gives use your reference resolution for that. Is it going to be available for mobile or just PC? I had someone else ask that as well. Right now, mobile is beyond the scope, but it is on the list. I'll consider it, because I also don't know how usable it will be with all the buttons. I don't know if I can make a good UI that feels good to play. I know someone told me Hollow Knight, there's a fan port or something. If they're able to do it, I could probably figure it out. But it's not a priority right now. I'm just trying to do PC. Have I tried Pixel Composer yet? Is that the software we were talking about before? I haven't. I did download it though. I don't know what I would use it for at the moment. Because like if I do it for some effects, I'd have to do it for all of them for it to look the same. So it might be a learn to use for a game jam type thing. And I'll try it in another game. Jumpy. The Chumpy is deceased. Yeah, progress is coming along. I gotta figure out what I want to do for a cutscene. I don't know the best way to do that yet. Tornado! Okay, so I need to... Next time I need to make assets for the background. Background assets. What else? Movement is good. Thanks. You want to see how many? Okay, I went a little crazy with this because I wanted the movement to be perfect, which makes me feel really good when you say stuff like that. Because I spent way too much time on the freaking movement. Look, this is stupid. But it works and it feels so nice, and I'm so happy that I spent all that time doing it. Because if you look at my itch.io page, which on the YouTube, it's linked in the description. I just added it. My first Game Jam game I made was a platformer, and it sucked. Like, it feels so slow and janky. I think I got the feel right for this game, though. Make the vine walls more visible. Yeah, the colors are tough for me. I do agree with you. They need to stand out more. Maybe I give them an outline. Did I add my own physics? It uses rigid bodies, but it has some very specific customization, like the airspeed. I use it basically when you put down an input, it calculates a target speed, and it slowly ramps up your speed until you hit that target speed. And then when you stop, it is a similar thing when you decelerate. There's a counter force. A lot of this is just to fine-tune the rigid bodies, so it's not custom. Pretty sure Hollow Knight's movement controller took like 2 months. Yeah, I was very surprised by how long it took to make it feel good. It has coyote time. It has a jump buffer. It's got a bunch of stuff. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I do need some way to make this stand out. Might be using interpolation. It's definitely a version of that, yeah. Because what it does is, since it uses rigid bodies, it adds a force incrementally until the speed hits a certain thing. I also... never mind, doesn't matter. Am I playing games tomorrow? So, in the Discord on the schedule, I don't stream Wednesday. Games will be on Thursday, but I might still do Bird Game because I'm really trying to cook. So I'll probably play some games on Thursday and then go back to Bird Game, even though it doesn't say that on the schedule. And Unity takes care of interpolating. I think that's true as well. I think just the force that's applied changes depending on how long the input is held, and there's a little bit of momentum too. I don't know if it's super noticeable, but it's definitely noticeable when you play. Like, some jumps... Not this one. I'm looking for one that's a little bit taller. Like, you'll notice, like, sometimes you get caught up on things. Some jumps are only possible with some momentum. And then, like, the momentum allows you to kind of get your head up on there. It's kind of hard to show without finding one of the right jumps. It's controlled by velocity and not set by position, yeah. I do this jump? This jump might be possible with momentum, but I don't really have a lot of room. You downloaded FL Studio to make music. I have to do that too. Right now, I have like placeholder sounds. I think they're turned off because in OBS they go through desktop audio. And I didn't want to hear like doubles of music. I wanted to be able to control Spotify or YouTube for the music. Thoughts on your movement similar to Celeste? Celeste was also an inspiration for movement in my game as well. Do you have like a dash? Is that what you mean by it's like Celeste? Where like you have the multi-directional dash? I love Celeste. Celeste is a great game. Fix Mirror, yeah, I don't know what that game is, but if you recommend it, I will look into it. And it's 1 a.m. Oh no. 6 minutes needs to go to sleep. Okay, YouTube VOD is available if you feel left out. But thank you for stopping by. You gotta go to sleep. Movement is so difficult to code, it's insane. It really is. I was not expecting it when I made my first platformer, but after I did, I knew what I needed to look for. And with some research, I think I was able to figure it out. Could still be improved, but for now I'm happy with it. Okay, we've done a bit of yapping. I gotta get back to actually making some progress. I think I will be live for another 30-ish minutes. Maybe we'll make it to another hour, but I don't know. A couple hours of bird game today is not bad. I also have to eat food and go to sleep. You have to get up at 6 a.m. and now it is 1 a.m. Uh-oh. That's quite a predicament. Well, I would get whatever sleep you can. That does not sound very fun. Which... Area 1? Yeah. It's 1:05 for you. Yeah, I'm Eastern Standard Time, so it's 7 o'clock for me. I started at 4 p.m. I've been getting a lot of comments or chat messages about time zone stuff, which I'll try to like accommodate. Right now my schedule is not the most flexible, but I will try to do it at different times so it's easier for some people to watch. You need to have a good idea of vector math for movement. I think that's true as well. Like mine uses a lot of counter forces and to make it feel smooth. I do think that's important as well. Yeah, so just for context, the next video I'm going to try to finish the boss for, and I want that to be like the thumbnail, because I think that's a very clickable thing, is like, oh, I made the first boss. So I want to get a little bit more level done. I want to make a boss room, which will probably be tacked on at the end. Like I won't make the level all the way through to the boss room, but I'll make the boss room and I can move the boss room whenever I want. We can all agree we have bad sleep schedules. Not wrong. Xmure says not the best, but okay. Yeah, I would recommend getting some sleep. I promise you won't be missing much. I'm just gonna yap a bit more. Maybe do some more level design to get back. You lagged and sent the message 2 times. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We have a proud non-sleeper. I don't know if I'd be proud of that. I think I would just be tired. And then I would become a sleeper. Oh, my chat is lagging a bit too. It might be on my end. Your movement has a wall grab, a wall slide, wall jump, and a dash. You're thinking of moving it. Why? If you already made it, like... I don't know, I wouldn't go about just completely removing it. You could try to focus more on a handful of mechanics. So if you want to design your levels more around like the wall jumping, or for example, you could like disable it temporarily, but I wouldn't just like delete it or anything. It's almost 5 a.m. there. A night owl for sure. Unfortunately, my regular human responsibilities keep me from staying up that late, but if I didn't have them, I would probably be up that late too. Maybe the grab or the slide. So you have wall grab, wall slide, wall jump, and dash. You're thinking of getting rid of the grab or the slide. I don't know. I guess it depends on how the game is feeling to you. because the grab will make it feel more sticky, so you have more control. You could add a feature like Celeste, where like you can only grab on for so long. Just depends on what like the pace of the levels are gonna feel like. You definitely have some freedom with what you want to do there. I don't like. I have a way to make this look good, but the transition. But I don't know if I want to do it yet because it might change. The weird mental curse of being the most productive right before bedtime. I think it's because of people. To be honest, like when there's nobody around and you just feel like completely alone, you can completely focus on what you're doing. At least I think it's like that for me. I am also most productive when I am alone and not reading Twitch chat, often at night. The feature's already there. I don't know, I wouldn't go, but I would make the levels first, actually. Or at least start thinking about what you want the levels to feel like. You get ideas, then delete them and add them back in a constant loop. That's why what I do is I just make them toggleable. So I'll just add, that's what I did with the double jump thing too. Yeah, like double jumps acquired, like I can turn this up and give them multiple double jumps. Just make it so you can change it actively. And then you can just go back. You don't have to recode it. You made tons of progress alongside me. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I was hoping to get done a little bit more, but I think I did a decent job in a couple hours. I usually work faster without chat, obviously, but it does get me working. I do like that. You love to join game dev communities, very creative people. I agree. I like, well, I'm more of a lurker, but I do like watching game dev people. I like to make stuff, and I like to watch people make stuff, and I like to play things that people make. Very fun. Okay. Back to it. So do I want this to be a town, or just like an area for NPCs to be? I don't know. I kind of want to just make the boss room. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay, so I'll make a new scene. There's so many words. Okay, there we go. There's a scene. And this will be boss 1 area or something. Should the grass be in front or behind the player? In my game, the grass kind of goes over the bird's feet. If you're talking about in your game, both maybe? Because I'm going to add some background, like foreground and background grass and stuff to interact with. Okay, my answer would be both. It's also Aki's answer, so yeah, both. No, I don't want main menu. I want boss 1 area. Job would be like error at line 235, but there's only 129 lines. Yeah. It's like, well, in Unity, like sometimes I get that feeling too, but it's because it's referencing another script, and in that other script, the error is at that later line. It's funny. I know it's not the same, but I made the face minigame in Hazix.fun with JavaScript. I've made Pong in JavaScript, in Python, and in Unity, so C#. But yeah, I wouldn't consider myself like fluent in all those programming languages, but I can figure it out because like I know the logic. It's just the syntax and stuff that I don't remember. So if I were to go back, okay, let me, this does not have a camera. It will need a grid. I'll need all of this. Joel. It's not. It's not what I was trying to copy paste. So can I paste? There we go, and I have a grid. I guess I could just erase this tile map again. Gerudo Valley is also a great song. So what is this? Okay, it is here. I will erase it. I gotta make a like a template for the scenes, so I don't have to do this every time. You know, I'll do that right now, actually. Because I shouldn't be just duplicating everything and erasing it. It's kind of inefficient. Your first project was trying to make a procedurally generated survival game. That is a bit ambitious. I think the arcade route is really fun, and it works because you actually get to say you finished something, which with the procedurally generated survival game, I imagine you probably watched some tutorials, got kind of close, but then scope creep got to you. That would be my guess. At least that's what's happened to me. Okay, where are these tiles at? People say Java is the hardest for C++. Yeah, a lot of languages just, they don't click. Or maybe they're, like, not compatible. Or, well, not compatible, but they don't work exactly the same. They take up different parts of your brain. So you're trying to do game jams. I think that's a good idea. I will definitely be rejoining the game jam community soon. What am I looking for? Nest grid. Should be up here. You got into game dev 10 years ago, no release games. I'm very similar. My first game engine was Scratch, and then I stopped for a while, and I picked it back up during the pandemic. Which, like, I showed my games on stream a little earlier. They're hardly finished, but I can at least move on from them in having learned something. And even if you can't, like, call your games actually done, I think game jams help you do that. They help you move on to other projects. Alright, my voice is starting to get a little weird. I gotta hydrate. Hydration reminder. Okay, so yeah, I think it's how I set this up is a little weird. I probably should name the tile maps. I think that would make it easier. But I won't do that right now, because I don't want to. I'll just deactivate the ones I'm not using. And do it like this. for some reason the amount of progress you make while watching my stream is crazy. That's incredible because the amount of progress I make while doing my stream is fairly short of incredible. But I'm glad I can be of some help. And Tixmere is back. Do I have to end stream so you'll go to bed? You can't sleep knowing that you can watch my stream now. But why? You gotta wake up at 6 a.m.? You're gonna be so tired. Do not recommend. I know I got the good music. You're gonna stay. Is Minecraft Java still being coded in Java? Yeah, there's a the Java edition is like the PC edition, but Bedrock is something else. Oh, he says it's C++. Yeah. And a lot of things work different. That's why, or one of the reasons why updates take so long and they're so small from Minecraft, is they have to juggle between 2 different editions. And that's why I'm like hesitant to like making a console or mobile build. Because I know even Stardew Valley takes a bunch of time between updates. So I feel like there's more to porting than meets the eye. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? No progress at all. It's been so long. Is this the right? Okay, yeah, that's right. Oh, you know what? For the boss room, I should use the Ashes tile set. Because that would mean that you lost multiple times. Anyone know if YouTube is a chat API? I'm not sure. The stream is 3.5 hours now. Yeah, just about. I think my first one was like 4 hours. Yesterday was like 4 hours. Yeah, time does fly, especially when you're just yapping and not actually making progress. That's okay. At least the first 1 or 2 hours was productive. This entrance is going to change. I don't know why I'm spending so much time trying to get it right. Let's go blocks. We'll do it hallway. And then you'll drop in to the arena. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to make that close up. And I'll have platforms or something spawn after you beat it. Go it down like this. Because on Thursday, no, not Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna be making the boss like actually work. Might do some of it off stream too, but at least most of the implementation will be done on Friday. So I want to have the boss room done, or at least a place that can be the boss room. So let me get the bird in here just to kind of see how big the room should be. Mr. Bird. Why are you all the way over here? Oh, that's where the nest is. Okay, this is unloaded. I forgot. The bird is trying to escape, yeah. Oh, I gotta change the camera boundaries. Oopsie. Many oopsies this stream. Go up to here. You know what, we're gonna add a new one. Give me another box collider, please. Is used by composite. Now, where did that go? It's all the way over here. Okay. Oh, you have a question about movement? Hit me. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to switch to a Y-locked camera so that you can see more above you. Camera switch triggers. Okay, where is my camera switch trigger? Camera trigger, that's probably it. Okay. This will swap cameras. On the left will be... Oh. Oh no. Okay. Block that so I don't click off of it again. Okay, so it's open rooms on the left, and then I'm gonna want a Y follow cam. And I'll rename this Boss 1 cam. So your movement has wall slides, so when you're pressing into a wall and try to jump up, you can't because it slides down. But on single steps, you get stuck because of this. You have to jump before you press right or left. You can't hold down left or right and then jump. Okay. Let me read that again and try to understand it. Because it slides down. Single steps. I'm a little bit confused, but let me show you what I did for my Game Jam game. That's not showing up, is it? Sorry, one second. I have so many tabs open. Why is it not doing? I'm trying to get my. Why is it not? Okay, there are just too many options. Okay, maybe I won't show you. But if you go to the rock game, I was able to make it work. So I don't understand why you can't wall jump while you're holding a direction. Like, what I did with my game is it gives you a force in the X direction, or on the X axis, the opposite of the wall. Then you press jump and won't jump. I don't know why it would not do that, unless it was intentional. Because what I did... Yeah, I don't know. I think it seems like a very specific thing. Video would help in the Discord. Help me understand better. Okay, so let me boss one camera. What was I doing? Switch triggers. Get empty, this will be boss one. Oh, what is this called? Tinker? I don't know. Wait, I forgot how this works. How did I make this work before? I forgot how I did that. I'll fix it later. Unless it just works. Do I trust myself? Let's see. Where did this go? Move that all the way up to the boss room, please. And let me edit the box collider. Be like this. For some reason, you've been watching my videos but not subscribed? What? Well, thank you at least for subbing now. I'm surprised that you got recommended the content multiple times. That's good to hear. It means I'm getting in the algorithm. I'm a little new to the YouTubing, but I am working on it. I'm glad to see it brought you back. Okay. I don't think this will work, but I just want to see what it does. Because I kind of got distracted and I forgot what I'm doing. Or forgot what I already did. And then I gotta end soon because Tixmere is probably still awake. Okay. I think this will work if I, instead of a drop, I just have a gate close behind you. I think that's better. And then this will just work and I won't have to mess around with it. Maybe right there. And camera trigger. Oh. I'm pretty sure this will work. I don't want to have to make a new camera. "11 videos, 1,000 subs." I guess if you look at it that way, I don't think... Do I have 11 videos? I think that's counting the shorts and streams. I think I only have like 6 videos. Okay, this is better. And the camera is locked in this way. I'll just make the roof a little bit closer to the bottom. Well, I'm also not monetized yet. So I consider that pretty nice. So even though I have 1,000 subscribers, I have less than 3,000 hours of watch time. I feel like that's like a minimum benchmark for being like not new anymore. I could be wrong. I guess it depends on the perspective. Most game dev YouTubers are insufferable with how forced and overreacting they are with 5-minute intros. Yeah, I do think I could do better with like my general energy and structure of the videos, but I think the most recent one especially was a little better at that. I think I'll continue to improve on that kind of structure, but I don't think I'm ever going to be as in-your-face as a lot of other game dev YouTubers are. Which is not a bad thing. I think it's probably better for like retention and stuff, but this is not my style. I can't like manufacture all that energy, or at least I wouldn't be able to on stream, which I think is a good supplemental form of content. Is the camera the same one I made in that devlog? Yes. Basically what I'm saying is I don't want to have to go back and change it again. So this works. So I'll just, once you hit down here, maybe I'll have it pan a little bit too. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to change about it, but I think this is okay for now, and I'll just bring the ceiling down a little bit. You're doing that right now? It's a good video. The one with the camera system. And like for switching between this, I just have the boundary cut a little bit, and the anchor point on the player, like the where it follows, is a little bit in front of the player, so when you get close to it, it'll just swap. The Hollow Knight one, right? I think so. Let me double check for you, actually. It should be linked. If you're clicking on the link, it's definitely that one. I don't remember if that one specifically was marketed as a Hollow Knight-like camera. But if you got it from the link in the description, then yeah. It was Sasquatch B Studios, right? It's the link one? Yeah, that's definitely right then. Yep, it's that one. But what I would recommend is watch it first before you follow along. That way you'll probably remember more of how it's configured. Watch it at like 2 times speed or something. I know I'm not going to sit through that whole thing. But yeah. Okay, let me lower the ceiling a little bit. Good conversation, you don't think I need anything new? I think that is partially true. Like, just by watching a bunch of other streamers, I see people doing who have like a similar vibe where it's more casual than high energy, but I don't know what it is. I don't know, they just do what I do, but a little better. I think there's definitely room to improve, but I don't think I'll be crazy changing my style or anything. So if this camera works, I will touch it up a little bit, and then I'll end the stream. I think having a couple levels done, or a couple areas at least, is pretty good. Wait, is it even changing, or is it just the boundary? Oh, it's the boundary that's low. Oh yeah, it's not supposed to be that high. Why does it go so high? Do I have it on pan? It doesn't pan. forgot how to set the height. High energy is so annoying. You know, I kind of agree. I think, because I stopped watching Mr. Beast, which feels really weird to say because he's like the biggest creator on the platform, because I didn't like that like high energy manufactured kind of content, or I started to resent it because of how like frequent it was, like just the Mr. Beast style and how it spread everywhere. And then he started uploading more like shorter story-based things, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of exactly where I was at too. Not being loud or screaming. I think I could do more to be more entertaining, and having conversations like this will be more difficult if there are more people in chat. So I will need to adapt eventually, but for now I'm content doing this. Bros Make Games. You found them, and they make super short form videos focusing on single game dev features. Sounds like an interesting channel. Might have to take a look. Okay, I think this works for a boss room. Might need to clean this up a little bit first. I'll just add more outline just so I don't run into the border. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I forgot to fix the... You know what? Let's cheat. Let me put the camera boundary... I could go look up how to fix this, but instead... do a band-aid solution, because I'm hungry. I gotta wrap up. Need some food. Change. Okay, a little bit lower. I think if I should probably use this so I don't have to mess up the line. Wonder how people have that much energy in the morning. I don't know. I am not a morning person. I have to be a pre-morning person to be a morning person, which usually means just staying up. Extroverts and coffee. Makes sense, actually. That's probably it. Zero caffeine introvert. I'm the same. I should probably add the boundary to stop there as well. Back here. Just the line down there. You know, I do feel like it needs to be maybe one shorter, because there's no way to get up there anyways. Do 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 do. Alright, and then this camera will lock the Y position so you can do your boss fight. Perfect. Okay, that's just about everything I wanted to do today. Well, I wanted to do a little more, but I did get distracted yapping, but I'm glad everyone's chatting. It does slow down the progress, but it is definitely good. Aki with some YouTuber recommendations. I mean, out of those, I probably watch Adam Eunice the most. I think without some of his videos, like the pixel art, like the canvas size one, and just some of the animation ones he does, I probably would have ran into a lot more problems I did with making Bird Game. So definitely recommend Adam Eunice. I've seen some Sebastian League videos as well. DevFrog sounds familiar. I've probably seen one of those. Yeah, those are some great recommendations. Okay, you know, I think this is a good stopping point. before I get distracted again. I think I'll wrap it up. Are you going to be online on Discord after this? Yeah, you can send stuff to me in the Discord whenever, and I'll just, I'll look at it when I get around to it. When YouTubers focus on making high production videos and working on the game, we tend not to like them. I think that's fair. I think, like, even some of my earlier videos tried to, like, squeeze a lot or, like, stretch out certain things a lot more. Just to, like, hit the 15-minute mark or be entertaining. I think I could improve on being entertaining, but I don't want to stretch out the content. Like, I do know what you mean. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. Depends on how complex the feature is. Yeah, it's fair. You're gonna send a screenshot of the code of flipping the sprite, and you switch to the transform method. Can I see the code and help out? Yeah, I can help. Takes me your 4 hours of sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, I'll be on Discord a little bit, and I'll see if I can help you with that. The code of the... Oh, so did you not switch to the transform method yet? It's like one line of code. I can show you right now. So let me open my coding thing. Okay. This is it right now. So whenever you call flip, you just rotate 180. And then it'll take the children with it. That's how when you flip the bird... Where's the bird? Probably by the boss room. I don't need to be more entertaining for now. Yeah, for now. I think while there are few enough people in chat where I can follow a conversation, I think this style is fine. But I go back and I listen to myself, and there are so many ums and, like, slurring my words. I can definitely improve. I do appreciate that. The way you flip the sprites is from a YouTube video. Okay, I'll take a look. Did you already send me the sprites? Or the code, rather? I'll tell you to take a look. Okay. Well, that was also the end of the playlist, so I think that's a perfect place to stop. You don't need to force getting better at commentating. I mean, that might be true, but I always want to make it more entertaining. You didn't change it because it was work today. Okay, well, I think on the note of the playlist ending, I will wrap up the stream. Thank you everyone for coming by. Takes me or go to bed. 4 hours of sleep is not great. You said you'll send in... Yeah, so I might be able to see it. I gotta go get some food, so I might be a couple minutes. Thank you everyone for joining me making Bird Game today. We got some decent level space done. I will continue to add and hopefully make the demo within like a month or two. But yeah. Goodbye everyone. Bye Texmere. Bye Anki. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye Aki. Nice bird. I gotta make some bird emotes for the stream. Okay, goodbye.